we'll call it late night lasagna or just baked pasta. But it's 11 o'clock here and I'm hungry, so we're cooking. So I got some water boiling over there. You see it there? It's bubbling up nicely. But for that water, I need to season it so it tastes like the ocean. Now, you do some science and measure out how much salt you want to put in. You can taste it later, make it taste like the ocean, but I got 2 quarts in there, or 2 liters, so I'm going to throw in a handful of salt. That's good to go. Let's see, check out the cupboard. Got some rigatoni. God bless Barilla. Might as well put all of it in. Double up in size. It's kind of a myth that you need a giant pot to boil pasta. You don't. You just need the water boiling. Take in mind that it will drop the temperature when you put the pasta in. But that's okay. It'll be fine. So now we got 10 minutes where nothing really happens. So might as well set a timer, just in case I forget, because it's late. So I'm making a big pasta dish or lasagna, so the big portion, or the big thing about that is it's going to be in layers. So you want more than just pasta in your layers, so let's make some goodie bags for those layers. So I got some red onion, got Fresno pepper, got a nice pepperoni sausage, no Cialis needed, and then a little bit leftover pulled pork, but not a whole ton. So my plan is to dice everything and it'll be good. Oh, and some spinach because I'd like to sneak in the vegetable in there. So, got 11 minutes left on my pasta, so I might as well dice my onion. But, you know, you want to make sure you got some creativity going. And hello, Zy Gaming. What game do you play? So I'm going to have some wine. Red wine for creativity. That's medicinal. And I'm using red sauce, so that goes very nicely with pasta. Ooh. Do I play Roblox? Oh, that sounds fun. No, the only video game I play is NCAA 25. Bring it on. And GoldenEye on Nintendo 64. Alright. So let's see what we got going on. So I got a Fresno pepper. Let's dice that up. Shout you out, Zy Gaming. Sure, I think I just did. Appreciate you being here. I mean, I don't know what game you play. Hi, Layla. How are you doing? You know, you're using words that I don't know. And I'm just trying to have a good time cooking at 11 p.m. So, yeah. So, unless you play college football, Zy Gaming, I'm not giving you a control or mod or whatever that is. Nerd. So, got my Fresno pepper diced up. You know, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with that, but I'm going to flop that in a Well, you do you. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Uh, little Fresno pepper action there. Let's get some diced onion going on. And I like red onion. That's my little toxic. Yeah, concur. He's a pure batty boy. Yeah, Layla, you're cool. Links are cool. I don't know, just drinking wine, maybe making lasagna. We'll see what it turns out to. Lasagna, I guess, is a type of pasta, but just a baked pasta dish using up leftovers that I got because I'm going to be on business for a while. So, let's go horizontal on the cut there. Make sure you have a good knife. Dull knives cause injuries. So do really sharp ones if you're trying to show off. So then make some vertical so we can get good dice. And then just a quick little dice. And I know I'm left-handed, so you can't see. Sorry about your luck. No, I think a hamburger speaks for itself. I do make those quite often, but not tonight. Hamburgers are cool, but you know, if you're making a hamburger, you might as well make a cheeseburger. I'm just trying to make some baked pasta, and you know, maybe I'll make some ice cream or some bullshit like that. We'll see. All right, so got a nice amount of diced onion there. Put that in with my Fresno pepper. We'll use that later. And then we'll layer that in. Now, we got some questionable chicken from earlier in the week. So, I'm going to dice that up and use that. Just chicken thighs, seasoned, salt, pepper, chili powder, garlic powder, baked at 425 Fahrenheit for, well, that's nice, Layla. Me too, that's why I'm cooking. But baked at 425 for 45 minutes. I know that's good to go. So might as well use that up. And just bone in. So let's just cut the bone out. Not everybody likes to take the bone, but you know. Where are you from, Layla? Skibidi slicers. That sounds good, whatever those are. So let's dice this chicken up. Just so we can make it one of our layers here, you know. I don't know if y'all ever watch, well, USA, you got a 1 out of 50 chance there. Which state? Got my chicken all nice and diced. Let's put that in a container for later. You know, just basic pre-cooked chicken, diced up. Do a smell test to make sure it's still good. Taste test, but you know the results of that taste test will be tomorrow, but it's good to go. What else do we got left to mash up? Get sausage. Handle it with care. It's pepperoni. And you know the best part, if you get the pepperoni pepperoni in the schlong format is it lasts quite a while. All right. Thank you, Layla. Got questions about what the dude that my old nickname in high school was, Alpha Kenny Body. I got questions on that one. I got my pepperoni. I guess we're gonna turn that into matchsticks and then we're gonna dice it. We're in no rush. Pasta's still got about 4 minutes before I gotta drain that off. Life's good. I gotta get on an airplane tomorrow. I got a 10-hour flight. I'll be good. I'll be back in Dallas. Pepperoni, it's almost diced up. So let the knife do the work. Working through that mess. And now I want to cut it kind of small so the flavor goes in every bite, I hate using like the big circle nipply pepperoni because then when you bite into it, it kind of like pulls the cheese off all over the place, and that's not cool. Florida's cool. Haven't been there in a while. And I'm hoping it's Panhandle, Florida, because that's kind of the best part. Meat's cut up. It's actually just pepperoni. Now this is gonna be my dinner and my breakfast. Oh, Patrick and Layla. Maybe they'll make a good couple. Welcome back, buddy. All right. Pasta's cooked long enough, according to the box, according to Barilla. We're gonna go drain it off, and then we'll make our casserole thing. Turn the stove off there, don't need that anymore. So, now this little baking dish, it makes about 2 servings. The Lizzo, yeah, I want to be the Lizzo. What? Yeah, the ceramic thing makes 2 servings, or just, one for one fatty. So that's what we're going to work with. I'm going to put a little bit of oil on that pasta over there to just keep it from sticking together while I figure my life out. And there you go. Pretty good. And then we'll lube up our pan here, or dish, whatever, with olive oil. Now you can use a pastry brush. Oh, thanks, Layla. And move that all around. But then that's one more thing to wash, so I'm just gonna wash my hands before, so don't freak out. All right. it's lubed. Not so much for flavor, but when I, scoop it out later, I want it to come out smoothly. So, olive oil on the bottom. Mediocre leftover pasta sauce from the night before, or the night before that, or the night before that. I mean, I think pasta sauce or marinara specifically will stay good for about a week in the fridge. If you refrigerate it. Alright, so we got one layer there. Now let's get some pasta in there. Alright. So we got one layer. We're making progress. Oh, my man. Good for you, Patrick. You're a team player. Well, I wanted to use provolone, but I ran out last night, so we're just going to use this cheddar blend, and we're going to pretend it didn't happen. We'll put that in there, and because it's cheddar and we don't want to talk about it, we'll use chicken for this layer. So, we'll just put that in there, just like that, all over. I mean, in the Midwest, we would call this a casserole, but, alright, chicken. And then everybody always bitches about poultry, touching things, and this and that. And one, the chicken's already cooked, so it doesn't matter if it touches anything. So, just take some spinach to sneak a vegetable in there. Or just to separate the layers. And spinach really cooks down, and well, I think you should make yourself a snack, Layla. That would be a great idea. And we'll put some more marinara on that. We'll just layer it on. It'll be fine. Spread it out a little bit. There we go. Put some more pasta on there. Leave enough for the top layer. And now, I think this sounds about time for Parmesan, yeah? I mean, I got this off-brand Parmesan comes in plastic. Real Parmesan just comes as cheese wheel. And then I'm going to grate it. I'm going to use a little grates because Parmesan always takes forever to melt. So we'll just do that on top. There you go, just like that. And I'm really stalling because I don't want to pack my bags for tomorrow. I gotta be at the airport in about 5 hours, but that's a tomorrow problem. Alright. So a good layer of Parmesan. Let's hit it with just a little bit of mozzarella. Mozzarella melts really easily. There we go. We're making progress here. And, oh yeah, I forgot. I got some diced onion here. Red onion. So let's put some of that in there. We'll give it a little bit of bite. And oh yeah, go tunneling. It's not like when you get Neapolitan ice cream and you are always left with chocolate. Turns out we got some Fresno red pepper at the bottom, so let's get that in there to give it just a little bit of a bite. Yep. All sorts of good stuff there. as well as our pepperoni. So just dice that all over. I mean, this is kind of like a smorgasbord, and it's going to work out well. All right. So this is where we're at. Let's give it one more layer of pasta. Now the pasta was cooked in salted water, so it's seasoned nicely. You know, might as well top it off with some red sauce. So it all melts together, you know. And I don't want to have leftovers. Just kind of give it a good smear. There we go. Back to the Parmesan game. Just a quick grate. Give it some more mozzarella. Oh, that's all right, Patrick. I'm kind of jealous. I want to go skiing. Gotta plan my ski vacations a little bit more carefully this year. But it ain't snowing here. It was, you know, probably 87 Fahrenheit. It was nice. And you know what? Fuck it. Sorry. You know, just a little bit of the Mexican blend cheddar on top. Alright. So we're going to pop this baby in for about 15 minutes, and instead of awkwardly standing here talking, I'll figure something to do on that burner. We'll see. But in it goes. I mean, do you really love the snow if you're from Florida? Oh, fuck, that's hot. I got questions. Man. Give that 15 minutes and I'll be good at 400 Fahrenheit, 200 Celsius. I'm from Michigan, and we know what cold is there. So, I got main course settled, but maybe I should work on dessert. We'll be right back. You know, gotta respect a good sailor. You know. Gotta respect a good stainless steel pan. Me too, I'm still in the US. Currently live in Hawaii. Owie. Butter's there. Sugar, I got a 50-50 chance between that one and that one. Flour looks kind of similar, actually. So, we'll see. Let's go ahead and turn that one on low. Now, I got these sad looking strawberries. So I want to serve them, but we'll see what we can do with them, right? Pro tip, when you got a bunch of junk on your cutting board there, just, you know, give it a flip-see. Look at that, clean. Those go down. That's preheating. We'll be good. Be good. I'm confident. As long as I don't lose my train of thought. I need a lighter. Alright, found a lighter. We're good on that. And then there's one more ingredient that we need. Oh, thanks, Layla. You're sweet. Alright. Slight situation here. Can't find my ice cream scoop. So my cheap silverware is probably going to get bent. Maybe I should just buy more plastic. Alright. So I definitely don't want this grass, bush, whatever you want to call it, on the playing field. So we'll just debush my strawberries here. And these are past their prime, but that's okay. We can salvage the situation. Now, I don't really have a fancy dish to serve this in, so I'm going to go grab a martini glass so you can see. I am out of space, so let's clean up just a half second. Now, all this mess will be waiting for me 6 weeks from now. I'm not too worried about it. I'll call animal control at that point. Now, I love cooking with stainless steel, but you do have to preheat it before you put your cooking fat in, whether that's butter, olive oil. Canola oil sucks. Never use canola. Peanut oil, vegetable oil, avocado oil, whatever. It must be here on the East Coast, back in Florida, you know. You have about 5 options. My question for you, Layla, is what are you doing up at 5 a.m. watching a cooking show on YouTube? I'm glad you're with me, don't get me wrong, but I am curious. Because maybe I should be making breakfast for you. Oh, no, I'm an Android person. I know that's a deal breaker for you, honey. Let's get that baby heating up. The stove is terrible, by the way. Gas is the way to go, but if you can't have a gas stove, induction does great. Electric coils, I mean, they're about as effective as a Polish versus Germany in World War II. They suck. Electric stoves, that is. So, question for Layla and Patrick. Do you have a favorite food? Alright, that pan's ready to go. So, where'd my butter go? Let's go ahead and throw a tablespoon of butter on it. And then if you didn't know, most butter comes with measurements on that. Oh, nachos, I can do nachos. Put that on the back burner, maybe like 2 months from now, but it'll happen. Alright, so we got a tablespoon of butter. And it goes. Now what we're doing is making a mess for dishes. But that butter, melt that down. And let's turn our heat down on low. Oh yeah. Baked pasta is doing good, by the way. Yeah, vanilla's good, you know, I respect that. Alright. So we got a nice hunk of butter melting down. Oh, thanks, Layla, and thanks for joining us. Hope to see you again. Man, I'm hanging out for another couple minutes, you know, maybe I'll burn my kitchen down. There will be fire one way or another. Alright. So we got our butter, it's melted up good. Just give a scoop of sugar in there, yeah. Melt that down, and you know, you gotta remember, I'm making a syrup here. So with the sugar, you can always add more. I'm going to add just a little bit more. But you gotta, I'm not trying to make caramel or anything like that. And you gotta remember, the strawberries will add sugar as well. Nice thing about using stainless is you don't have to really stress out about scratching it. I mean, it's steel. Alright, so my sugar's dissolved, so let's put in a handful of strawberries there. Oh yeah, you don't want the bush in there. You want a clean playing field. And I'll just let those chill out for a while. You know, you got butter, sugar, strawberries. Let those cook down a little bit, they'll make a great syrup. Now, I know you want to taste it, but that spoon's hot, so give it a minute. And it needs a little bit more butter. Doesn't everybody? Now, As long as you stay active, use as much butter as you want. That's worth it. Let those guys cook down. You can smash the berries if you want, or just let them cook. Oh man, that pasta's looking good. Remind me to pull out on time. They'll be good. Now, the one viewer watching, is that Patrick still, or is that another bonus viewer? Alright. Syrup's coming along nicely, so let's prep the landing zone. I mean, you don't want to go in half cocked. You want to be sure it's going to land. So, got my vanilla ice cream. It's been sitting out a while because I was worried about, bending my cheap silverware. So let's just go in like a knife and butter it, but it's a spoon in vanilla ice cream with the Valley brand. Sorry, Gordon. So I got a martini glass so you can see things. And because people like bougie stuff, so that sound is saying turn off my oven and pull out on time with my pasta. Well, it's been baking away there. And oven's off, it'll be fine. I gotta be careful not to burn myself, but let's be real. Little mini lasagna here. Let's find a spot for that. It's gonna be on the back burner. Use oven mitts if you're worried about getting a blister on your fingers if it happens to touch your skin, because when the restaurant says, oh, this dish is hot, they really don't mean it. It's been sitting on the counter for a while. That dish actually is hot. And that's how I know I'll continue cooking stuff for at least 10 minutes. Meanwhile, I'm waiting for my strawberries to cook a little bit down more for my dessert here. Now, you could eat as is, but I want that nice, thick, syrupy texture. So let's just kind of help it along. Maybe this will help, maybe it won't. Just, we got a pound town on them and just, press them down just a little bit. Give it, 2 minutes or so and they'll be good. and then find a spoon. Okay, so that's good to go. Found a spoon. It's nice woody. So take that for what it's worth. It's ready to go back in the freezer. You know, I'm in no rush. I guess I got one person watching. So, unless you want to say hi, I'm just going to drink my wine and wait for the syrup here to reduce down a little bit. The ceramic dish will, at the very minimum, keep the pasta warm. But just to recap, butter, sugar, berries. You can't go wrong. Works every time. Butter and sugar. For my one friend out there. Got a nice little syrup going on. Butter, sugar, strawberries. Got some ice cream and a martini glass. Make sure I don't burn myself on the oven. I'm probably going to do it, but that's okay. Reduce that down. That's a nice, good syrup. Right on top. And we're going to blanket that. Oh, yeah. Now I'm going to go run a towel under the floor to catch all that. Because my pasta is cooling off down there. It's going to be good. Set this off to the side. My burner's still hot. And we'll enjoy my little sundae here. So, I don't know if you can tell, but I got vanilla ice cream with strawberries that were sauteed, I don't know, cooked in butter and sugar. So you got the hot syrup on top of the cold ice cream, and it makes a great combo. And I'm sorry if you were hoping for pasta clicking on this. But you got that back there. And it's 6 a.m. on the East Coast, so I think y'all probably should be preparing for work. Or going to bed if you're on the West Coast. Or finding a way to contribute to society if you're somewhere else in the world. God bless America. Alright, I ate all the syrup off the top, so good thing I got more in the pan, yeah. This is why sometimes it's best to use a smaller pan, so you can do that. You're not watching. That's okay, just in case I spilled everywhere, that's a good thing. But it's not a drink, it's better. It's an ice cream sundae. You heard that. I know some of you like swirlies and that type of thing, but it's never my thing in high school. But you can see the mixy flavors, delicious. Yeah, I'm sorry if you weren't banking on watching some fatty eat ice cream, but that's what you're getting. The bright side of the ice cream's gone, so back to the main show. So I guess you would call it lasagna if it was made with lasagna, but I made it with rigatoni. So we got some baked pasta here. So what really I did was, in a ceramic dish, layered olive oil, marinara sauce, pasta, some sort of meat, pasta, vegetables, another type of meat, I don't know, but diced red onion, a little bit of Fresno pepper diced up, chicken, pepperoni, and then another layer. But there's a little bit of mozzarella, and then some cheddar, and then some Parmesan mixed in there. So this is what we got. It's still hot. You can't touch the ceramics. It's a good thing. God bless America. Set that down. Take a breather. Cheers. Yeah. Strawberries off the knife. Let's just cut that nicely in half. I know some of you love that sound. Yeah. So let's see what we got here. I mean, we gotta get a plate to put it on, yeah? pepper, renewable trees. Alright. So hopefully I cut it pretty good, yeah. I don't know, I dropped some pepperoni on the stove. But take a look at it. That looks good, yep. Now I'm gonna eat that and evaluate my life choices. So ciao, hope you had a good time. Good night.